Okay.
Holy cow. DLW, are you doing live? No, DLW, you're not a Little League admin. What Little League admin has already updated the stats in the sheet for game two? That is crazy quick.
Oh, hold on. Let me update my graphic then, because like that is that is lightning fast.
It can't be extra fun because he lives in Europe and he is asleep.
100% asleep right now. All right. Well, I unfortunately can't do anything with that. Well, I could. What was the score of the last game?
1-0.
1-0. Okay, 1-0 in favor of BDeaux. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a copy of this. That way I can edit it. And that way we can have an that way we can have a 1 nothing. This will be gray. And this will be light green. Oh my goodness. Now I can take a screenshot of this. Nope, not like that. Selection shot. Like that. There we go. Copy to clipboard. No, save actually. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Probably actually best to keep this open because that is stats and we'll need that eventually. And get rid of that because we're not doing that. Get rid of that because we're not doing that. Okay. And then I'm going to go to OBS, studio mode, go here, replace with this. And both should have that. Okay. I think we're good. I think we are good and ready to start. Yeah, press OK and get the game started.
Oh, I thought stats were posted. I know. I saw him take a screenshot, but oh well.
Game 3 alert. Game 3 alert.
Oh, nice. I'm seeing Dev1lDave on screen posting the screenshots of the stats.
There it is. Proof.
Nice.
Pretty soon we can get this party started. Oh, look at that.
Amazing.
The good news is an ad break immediately immediately happened. So this little delay right beforehand is good.
W ad break. It is a W ad break.
It
Absolutely.
really is.
Perfect timing. There are the stats. Perfect. Okay. Did Chico Pappas really get the RBI? I thought it was Cal. Yeah, it was Cal. Okay. Whoever was putting in the stats, I think that was stats from a different game because they're wrong. Whoever this mystery person was. Okay, and I think... Oh, no, BDeaux is not... Where'd BDeaux go? There he is. Perfect. Okay. Now we're ready. Now we're cooking with gas.
Now we are renting from the same Hollywood video.
R.I.P. Hollywood Video.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I might as well just go ahead and get a little old what do you call those things? Poll going.
I thought you were gonna say a coffee so that you don't yawn again.
Oh, you know what? That's actually also a good idea. That is such a good idea. It's only 9 o'clock. It's not that late.
It's not. You're right.
Prediction.
I say as if I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Dev1lDave. BDeaux. Gonna let this thing run for 20 minutes. Who wins G3?
Well, you know who I'm voting for.
Yeah, you're voting for BDeaux because you're a bad brother.
Honestly, if I did want to be the true little brother, I would vote for BDeaux, but
BDeaux, yeah.
I won't. I won't.
You're supportive. You're a good guy.
I also do think that the Devil Rays have the edge here. So now that we're officially underway, well, I say that as Dev1lDave is calling. Let's see if BDeaux picks up the phone.
Yeah, as you can see on screen here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Game 3 about to start. This is very exciting for the both of them. Dev1lDave won Game 5. We saw that yesterday, or a couple of days ago. 5-4 was the final score after a walk-off from Christina BD. Then just an hour ago, BDeaux, excuse me, got the win at Dev1lDave's home stadium of TCA and won with a final score of 1-0.
The Reds home stadium.
What?
The Reds home stadium.
That is the Reds home stadium. It doesn't freaking say who's home and who's away. It just says home and away. I'm mad.
Yeah, the Reds win Game 2 at home at TCA, and so we head to a Game 3 at BCS, and the Devil Rays will be the home team again.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. And it was Chico Papas who got that one RBI?
It was not. It was Cal Ripken Jr.
What? Then why was Chico Papas brought up earlier?
Because in the stat sheet that was mysteriously being updated in real time, it was wrong. It said Chico Papas had the one RBI.
I get it now.
But I said, my memory is bad, but it's not that bad. I know that it was not Chico.
Yeah. Cal Ripken
Chico,
is
who had
the cover athlete of this very game, is the true hero for the Reds.
Because I had mentioned multiple times during game number 2, which was not being streamed to Twitch, unfortunately, because my laptop is quite bad. I did mention multiple times how Chico, who has obviously been the best offensive player on the Reds by a long margin, a big margin, he pretty much had, he actually almost had triple the RBIs of the next closest player. So he's been kept down so far in both playoff series. In BDeaux's first playoff series and this one, Chico Papas only has one extra base hit in 4 games now, when he had 15 in the regular season. So forcing a game 3 when your best offensive player has not been able to produce the way he did in the regular season is really, really impressive.
And it looks like these guys are about to get started. The hero of Game 1, Christina BD, is the starting pitcher for the Rays, and we are underway here at Big City Stadium. Luann Louis up for the Reds here tonight. Or today, I guess. It's still the middle of the day in the video game. But it's tonight, don't worry.
It will be the nighttime in the new backyard baseball game, if you haven't seen some of the photos released of the new soon to come backyard baseball game.
Yep, it's coming back in July. Very excited. 2 months away. 2.5-ish months away.
As we see Luann Louis ahead in the count 3-1 now.
Ooh, good pop up, but Barry is right there, out number 1.
Right at Barry. So you were not able to watch game number 2.
Unfortunately, I was on
And
the
so
road.
I'll fill you in on some of the big trends. Both of these teams only had 17 logged errors in the regular season. Really good defensively, but it was bonk city at Tin Can Alley. There were multiple throws at first base dropped by Cal Ripken, multiple misplays, as this one might get down for a hit. Oh, it will.
Ooh.
Barry got there, knocked it down to maybe prevent extra bases. But that's a reasonable bonk. That was a tough play. But it was a lot of bonks, a lot of drops, a lot of collisions, a lot of misplays on some of the bounces on the concrete. It was a true backyard baseball game.
Uh-oh.
But
Rip.
not one.
Keisha.
Keisha, that's going to go out of
Oh.
play, maybe. No! A fortunate bounce there for the Devil Rays. It bounces off of the dugout and does not go out of the play.
But here comes a power threat in Angela Del Vecchio. And Angie can hit the ball very far, and that's really the only thing she should be able to do because she is quite slow on the base paths and she does not want to ground into a double play.
So interesting that the Reds kind of switched up their lineup here in game number 3. Chico Papas has been dropped to the number 5 spot, and Angela Del Vecchio has moved down to the cleanup spot.
That's a good pitch by BDeaux with that right hook. The count is now 2-1 with 2 on, 1 out. Here in the beginning of game 3 of the Little League Backyard semifinal.
Uh-oh, Christina Beatty now again behind 3 balls, 1 strike.
Ooh, the perfect pitch.
A classic backyard baseball corner pitch there. So the full count, 3-2 pitch. Oh, that's ripped to right field. Matthew LaCruz having to go back. He is going to again knock it down, but not make the catch. And running home is Timmy Unger. The relay to Keisha to home.
There. No, he's
It's
not.
dropped
Yes,
by
he is.
Serena. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunate mishap there. It's possible that if Barry was the one that threw it home to Serena, that they might have been able to get the out, but they took a detour to Keisha Phillips, as you saw there, and then Serena reached out, and it looked like he was going to turn around and go back to third, but unfortunately Serena DeMonte, as you saw, dropped the ball, and now the Reds have the early advantage. It's 1-0 here in the beginning of the game.
So just like in game number 2, in the first inning, there were multiple outs given away by the Devil Rays that led to the only run of the game. And I won't say a bunch of outs have been given away because those were tough plays by Barry Bonds, and then that line drive off of Keisha's face. But still, you'd love to maybe make 1 or 2 of those plays because now as we see a strikeout and then an early juice box on the first strikeout. That's a turn of good fortune for the Devil Rays.
Yeah, all they have to do is keep it up with their offense, and that juice will come in handy for certain later on. And now Ripken.
So right to Christina. I was just gonna say too, the hero of game 1, and then right as I started to say that, he pops out to Christina Beatty. So my casting curse abilities are still very strong.
Well, Angelo Del Vecchio, after getting that RBI, is now going up to the mound to face Barry Bonds, the shortstop. The ground ball is backwards.
So the Devil Rays not changing anything offensively. They have been using this same lineup pretty much the entire season, as that's grounded right to second base. And Barry Bonds is retired in only 2 pitches. So they really have not changed their lineup pretty much all year. They've really stuck with the same order. They haven't mixed it up really since week 3 or 4. And that's ripped by Tanya Rashida, first pitch. But Luann Louis!
What a snag by Louis there at shortstop.
My goodness, a tough play, but even more impressive, the fact that that's Luann Louis at shortstop. So 3 pitches, 2 outs for Angela Del Vecchio. The Devil Rays, who were definitely hoping to respond in the first inning with their big bats. They are in jeopardy of being retired 1-2-3 as Keisha Phillip fouls that one away to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's
And
an
then a
early swing.
swing and a miss. So another big moment from game number 2. We had a ice ball strikeout on Keisha, as that is a high chopper to Luann. That's going to be trouble for the one height, and it is. It gets by her, and
Oh
it gets
boy.
by into the outfield. Here goes Keisha. Oh, she goes back to first. Probably a wise decision there,
Yeah, that's
but
Wendy right there in left field, I think. She's
I
got a
believe it is.
good arm.
But so we had that big ice ball strikeout of Keisha Phillips in game 1. We had another ice ball strikeout from Angela, as that one is into the gap as the shift was on. Is it going to get down? It is not. Wendy Parsons. So a tale of two cities here. Some defensive mishaps in the first inning for the Devil Rays, but some good defense from the Reds. Retires the big hitters, and we head to the top of the second. So another ice ball strikeout from Angela in game 2 with runners on second and third. Really interesting that and then Dev1lDave had his own ice ball strikeout with runners on second and third. So we've had 3 ice ball strikeouts in 2 games.
The ice ball seems to be a favorite for this entire playoff series.
And we had Dev1lDave did throw an elevator pitch to Chico Papas, and it wasn't a strikeout, but he did get a weak ground out to end the inning. As Maya Woodruff swings and strikes out.
Yeah, Christina Beatty's got a very decent slow ball. If you look at her stats, you'll see that her slow ball is rated a 74. That is her second best pitch behind that deadly right hook.
So 2 quick strikeouts from Christina Beatty. Two strikeouts, 4 outs. As that brings up Dominic Hoskins, the right fielder, who did pitch a little bit in game number 2. As he takes strike 1, but then that one's much too low and outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And we see an elevator pitch. Dev1lDave has an elevator pitch. We know he'll use it. So maybe we'll see that at some point in this game as Dominic Hoskins ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. But then takes, so missed inside corner with the first one and then comes back to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the same spot. The 2-2 pitch. A good foul from Dominic to stay alive. So we did see some stamina issues in game number 2. That is another strikeout for Christina Beatty, her third already.
And
we're
again,
only in the
it's
top
that
of the
slow
second.
ball.
It is, again, you know it's coming, but you just cannot stop it. It's that good. But as I was saying, we did see some stamina issues in game number 2 as Kristen Sullivan had to come in to pitch 2 separate times. Barry Bonds came in and pitched, and he was actually the one who threw an elevator to Chico Papas. As that is a soft grounder that should be an easy out for the slow Felix Grant, and it is in plenty of time. It is lazily tossed over to Keisha. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and the Devil Rays come back up, hoping to score a run for the first time since that walk-off in Game 1. So that's now 7 innings without scoring a run for the Devil Rays.
If you look at the stats here as Kristen Sullivan takes strike 1, you'll see that the team average stamina is 53. Not necessarily the best fit. A rip! Ooh, barely passed. Barely passed Timmy Unger at third base.
Kristen go? We are, but the good arm of Wendy Parsons there in left field prevents an extra base hit. But that is a leadoff hit for the Devil Rays, who, as I just mentioned, hoping to get something and score a run for the first time in what seems like forever. And they're going to ask Matthew LaCruz to do it.
Matthew LaCruz is the mid-season acquisition. They traded off Esther French to acquire him.
And that is by Luann Louie, who picks it up in time to second to throw to first. Not in time. So the shift was on, and they were playing in, and it may have prevented a double play as it did get by Luann, but they get the lead runner in Kristen Sullivan, so replacing her at first is Matthew LaCruz. And that brings up Tina Herrera, who, for having the lowest average during the regular season for the Devil Rays, actually has 3 hits so far in the first 2 games, which is Very respectable for her, as she only had 7 the entire season. And that could be in the gap. It is, but the shift was in. Are they going to get the run at second base? They are. So again, good defense there, as it almost gets by Maya Woodruff, but she's able to pick it up. So again, they're able to get the runner at second base. So that's 2 outs. Still a runner at first, although it's again a brand new runner. So Christina Beattie, the number 8 hitter, the hero from game number 1, who had the walk-off hit that got by Timmy Unger, who noticeably is not playing center field. You can see Cal Ripken's in center field now. So Timmy Unger not getting the call in center this game.
You can definitely tell that he has learned his lesson, and he is adjusting as needed.
Oh my goodness, and I just got word in my ear that the series stats are now correct. So that is a live time stats, as that is a strikeout from Angela Del Vecchio. So a leadoff single is wasted. Yeah, is that strikeout going to get added right now? Are we going to see Angela's first strikeout into the sheet?
Perhaps, perhaps. We're a third of the way of the game, and the Reds have the advantage. Here comes the top of the lineup.
So yeah, already back to the top of the lineup here, lead off the third, and we see the juice box already getting used from Christina Beattie, so they're not able to hold on to that anymore, which is a little surprising considering she just struck out, so I would have expected her to have more stamina back after that strikeout. But that's going to help the stamina, as that's 1 pitch, 1 out, as Luann Louis hits a soft line drive right at Barry Bonds, bringing back up Timmy Unger for the second time, who's having a respectable series himself. He's been a single machine so far in this series. And don't think that's going to be a single, so another cast or curse here as he grounds out for out number 2.
Now, Chico Papas is one of the better players, an easy top 10 pick in the series, and you can see why as he belts this one into right field. That one's back at the track. At the wall, gone! Chico Papas! The commentators bless coming into play.
Yeah, it only works when you say it, apparently, because Chico Papas did not have an extra base hit in the first 2 games of this series, and what a time for his first one, as a solo shot doubles the lead, and it's 2-0 Reds in a winner-take-all Game 3.
403 or 9 feet, can't really tell, but it is a great day to be the Reds right now, as they have the lead, they have the driver's seat in the moment. I believe that is the first home run on stream. Nightbot is a liar.
No, it's not. We had 4 the other night.
Well, we had 4 the other night, but not tonight. Oh, wait. Well, like, you're talking about a full count of home runs.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That is great. I didn't know that, but now I do.
Yes.
And Angie,
that's not a home run, but that might get down. It will up the third base line past Kristen. It's only going to be a single for the slow-moving Angela Del Vecchio. But it's a 2-out hit, and the inning is not over.
We have learned from the slower players in the game, the slower, weaker hitters, is that when you hit it where they're not, there's a good chance that you'll still be able to make it on base.
As Woody Parsons fouls that one away to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. So the winner of this game, we already have their opponent, Whooper, who beat Jasmine in 2 games this afternoon. Actually, they played their game 2 earlier. So Whooper, who was the overall number 1 seed, undefeated, 14-0 in the regular season, takes care of Jasmine, as that is skied to right field. That's going to get down for extra base hits. Matthew LaCruz picks it up. And, oh my goodness, not extra base hits, because I forgot it's Angela Del Vecchio running to second base. So a long single there as Angela strolls into second base. But still, another 2-out hit, a long 2-out hit. And Cal Ripken Jr., who had the only RBI in Game 2, comes up with a runner in scoring position. But again, it is Angela, so to get her home, you're probably going to need to put one over the fence here.
Too high of a slow ball.
That's a good. Again, you know it's coming, but you just can't stop it. It's that good from Christina. So the 0-2 pitch, a little doinker that should do it right at Keisha. She picks it up, steps on first, retires the side, but not before Chico Papas with a bomb to right field doubles the Reds' lead as we head into the home half of the third inning.
If you want to know how Whooper did against both of these people, BDeaux and Dev1lDave has Serena Diamante quickly. Oh my goodness! That poor thing just bogged Dominic Hoskins a full 3 feet, and Serena Diamante is safe on first on that error, or that ball with powers greater than we could possibly imagine. And we have a runner on with nobody out. But BDeaux and Dev1lDave were actually Whooper's first opponents, and they were tight games compared to what they were normally playing. They got a 20-0 win against Andy Ruiz. Serena kind of falls around, but is able to return to first base. A 4-1 victory over BDeaux, and a 2-1 victory over Dev1lDave at Dev1lDave's home stadium, which is right here at Big City Stadium. So it is possible for the both of these guys to take the dub. Is Luann Louis going to catch that? No, she is not. And is Serena Diamante safe? No, she is not. She barely got out. There was a little bit of a cutoff in the stream there, but Luann Louis was able to throw her out at second. So not a whole lot has changed. It's just the runner is different than on first base now. And Barry Bonds is going to get an easy steal.
So finally, a runner in scoring position in, I wish I knew the exact number off the top of my head, but it feels like 4 or 5 innings at least for the Devil Rays.
Should be an easy throw out. But Barry Bonds is on third, and the Rays are 90 feet away from coming within 1 of the Reds. But they are also 1 swing away as Keisha Phillips is up.
And if Keisha can get on, even if she can't tie the game, if she can drive in Barry and extend the inning, then you'd see Petra Chekhov come up, who certainly has the ability to tie or take the lead.
Definitely take the lead. If someone got out, then that would be the end of the inning.
Ooh, but a couple of good pitches there from Angela after going down 1-0, so 2 strikes.
It's going to have to swing here.
1-2 pitch. That's going to be a tough play. The Keisha's fast. The dive from Timmy Unger and the bad throw. Oh, my goodness. So we do see the inning extended, and we do see Petra Chekhov.
Now the question is, do they pitch to Chekhov in this moment? Angela says yes, but her arm says no.
And I think that was an intentional swing. Oh, my goodness. Barry Bonds is going to get caught in it. Yep, he is in trouble now.
Oh, yeah, he's just going to go ahead and...
runs into the out. Yep. Oh, my goodness. So aggressive base running there from the Devil Rays, but they run themselves into an out to end the inning. And you hate to see that when Petra Chekhov was up, who could have given you the lead with 1 swing of the bat. You took it out of her hands.
We are now halfway through this game, and the Devil Rays, while decent on the pitching game, have not been able to quite answer offensively. As Christina Beatty has 3 strikeouts, but the Reds have been able to score 2 off of her.
It's now 9 scoreless innings straight for the Devil Rays, and that was their best chance in a long time to score a run.
The Samuel Middleton-style hitter, Maya Woodruff. Not too fast, but a very good bat, as it is able to bounce around the defenders, and Maya Woodruff is on.
Oh boy, Barry Bonds just is not interested in playing defense. I think he's a little upset at himself after running into that out, that he just kind of let that ball go by.
Dominic Hoskins.
Oh, this could be 2.
Barry Bonds is going to make you eat those words. Petra Chekhov throw to first. Not in time.
Oh, boy, that was close. He did almost make me eat my words there. And I would have loved to have seen Barry Bonds step on second and throw himself, but That's a really tough thing to get the game to do. You would have had to click over the base so that Barry Bonds runs over it himself without throwing. But this might be two, as Barry Bonds
There it
does get to
is.
throw the ball, and that's a double play. So they missed the double play the first time, but they don't miss it that time, and the inning is over as Petra will come back up to the plate, but this time with nobody on base as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. As that one is fouled away, what I think will be fouled. Yes, it will roll foul.
The Reds should probably still pitch aggressively to Petra, knowing that she's not the only big threat on this ball club. Phillips obviously still has a good bat. And Bonds, while not much of a power hitter, still definitely has a decent bat. There goes Chekhov.
Oh, and that might do it. That will do it. That's a no-doubter. Oh, my goodness. That baby is gone, and this game is down to a one-run lead. The first run in 9 innings for the Devil Rays.
Took an
And
entire
we've got
ball game
ourselves
to
a
think
game
about
3.
it, but they got it.
And boy, what could have been, because that could have been a 3-run home run last inning. But you can't think about that. It's a game of a short memory, and you finally score one, and maybe seeing, just like basketball, right? Basketball, you see one go through, you start getting them in. Maybe finally seeing a run score for the first time in a long time picks you back up enough to get back into this game and get a lead.
Ooh, Barry is absolutely famished after that rundown.
Barry is absolutely gassed. As we're going to see a pitching change here from the Reds. First pitching change of the game as Luann Louis, the Gold Glove shortstop, comes in relief. We've seen her pitch a decent amount here this series, which, as I pointed out in game number 2, when you were MIA, Alex, during the regular season, Angela Dovecchio was the main pitcher. She pitched almost 80% of the team's innings. But so far in this playoff series, they've taken a much more, as that's ripped towards the gap. Is that going to get down, or is Wendy Parsons going to get over? Wendy Parsons again with a shoestring catch.
You're talking about Gold Glove fielders. Wendy Parson in left field has been putting on a show for these Reds.
She absolutely has a couple of good shoestring catches. She's using her good arm to hold runners to singles. So has not played left field, I don't think, so far in this series, as that one is bobbled by Timmy Unger, and Luann Louis, unfortunately, her small, tiny arms does not have the strength, especially when she's holding a teddy bear, to get the ball over in time. So a base runner, the tying run on first, but you're going to ask the bottom of your lineup to get him over. As Tina Herrera, the center fielder, comes up. First pitch swinging, and the defense was in. That's going to get by Maya Woodruff. She's got to run to throw to second. Not in time. So an infield hit for Tina Herrera, who collects her 4th hit of the series for a batter who had 7 hits all season. And that's a good pitch to hit, but it's swung through by Christina BDeaux. Wow, that really dropped out of the strike zone. Even I got fooled.
That was a very early swing from Christina, but that was a very hard pitch to lay off. Better to just take a chance, I guess. And now she's down 2. Oh, the fastball.
Oh no, Christina BDeaux. So Luann Louis, 3 pitches and a strikeout, and now it's your number 9 hitter, Serena DeMonte, who you're asking to keep this inning alive. And I don't think that's going to do it as she hits a soft ground ball picked up by the catcher, thrown to first in plenty of time. And so the Devil Rays do get one on the Petra Chekhov solo shot. They've cut the lead in half, but they leave runners on first and second. And we head to the top of the 5th inning. And this may be possibly the last gasp for the Devil Rays. They'll have the top of their lineup coming up in the bottom of the 5th. And so if they can hold them and score, as the Reds have the top of their lineup up this inning, and we see a quick out from Luann Louis. So she's been aggressive, swinging early, but 0 for 3 today now. So Timmy Unger comes up. So if you can get through the top of the lineup here from the Reds, and then do damage with the top of your lineup in the bottom half of the 5th, you're really setting yourself up in the top of the 6th to get out of this one. And that might be another quick out as Keisha runs off the base, but in time gets back to record the out. So yes, 2 quick outs as Chico Papas comes up with the bases empty.
That doesn't look like
And
Christina wants to pitch to him.
I don't think she wants to pitch to Chico, which I certainly understand. It's a 1-run ball game. Chico already has a solo shot. His last at bat, the bases are empty. There's already 2 outs, so probably a smart move as Chico swings to make Christina throw another pitch, though he doesn't know her stamina is basically full. As we see the 3rd ball and what will inevitably be
That
ball
looks like
number
a strike.
4. Oh, and Chico Papas does not want to walk. Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Oh, that was a hard one, but it was still the walk.
So Chico
those pitches were really close. I do not blame him for swinging on a couple of them.
I don't blame him either. I think he begrudgingly accepted his walk, but I certainly understand why you want to be swinging with Chico Papas. But Angela Delvecchio has a chance to pad the Reds' lead here as they have that 2-out intentional walk, putting the semi-speedy Chico Papas. He's a 7-speed, so we can certainly get around the bases in a hurry here as Angela's ahead in the count 2-0, but then fouls this one off, 2-1 now. Angela Delvecchio, a single and a double so far today. She's made good contact batting behind the power bat of Chico Papas, and she fouls this one away to go 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the Devil Rays 1 pitch away from getting out of it, but that's not the pitch. That's a little bit too high. So full count, Chico's going to be off. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on a little ground ball back to the pitcher. It's off of her head, but she's going to have plenty of time to get Angela Delvecchio, who, again, she does a few things well, but running is not one of them. And so the intentional walk does not come back to hurt the Devil Rays, and they have the top of their lineup needing 1 to tie in this winner-take-all Game 3. So Barry Bonds, the perpetual leadoff for this team, he's bat led off. Excuse me, he has been the leadoff the entire season. As we see a timeout and maybe a pitching change here. Although you can see Barry is still a little bit tired.
Yep. And they're taking what I believe is Dominic. Yeah.
Yes, Dominic Hoskins. Yes, so Dominic Hoskins, who came in game number 2, comes in game number 3 here. And I would really love, with Barry Bonds a little bit tired, I love to see a line drive. I get the grounder. You get a good hop on BCS.
Oh, sharp one.
That's a sharp ground ball, but Luann Louis continues to play solid defense as she doesn't bobble it, quickly scoops it up like a vacuum, and throws it over to first in time.
You do kind of have a problem because Angela Delvecchio is at shortstop right now.
She is at shortstop. You're right. That's another ground ball to... Oh, but this time Luann is not able to field it cleanly.
Oh, boy.
So you're absolutely right. They are taking a big risk here with this middle infield. I just realized that Angela Delvecchio is at shortstop. And what I'm assuming is a tired Luann Louis at second base. So actually, you know what? I take it back. What do I know? I do understand the grounder here, because if you just force the middle infield to keep making plays, I don't know if they will be able to make consistent outs. And that was a big swing and a miss from Keisha.
I don't know what's going on here.
They're just playing a little game of catch.
Yeah, they're just relearning how to throw the ball.
So Keisha Phillips down 0 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh!
And another high heat fastball on the outside corner of a looking strikeout. Keisha Phillips. My goodness, that's 2 strikeouts to the upper right corner with the high heat. And so with 2 outs and a runner on, Petra Chekhov, who had the solo shot her last at bat, comes up to the plate. Now, the question, as always, do you pitch The Petrochekhov.
Looks like he's kind of pitching to her. Those balls are really
Definitely
close
being
to the strike
careful,
zone.
yes.
That's 3 straight balls.
Oh, a little bit too outside. I think this is going to be an unintentional, intentional walk.
No, that's in the zone right there.
Ooh, a
Or
swing
it
and a
wasn't.
miss.
It wasn't.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. Is she going to get a pitch to hit? Oh, she did, but it's jammed, and it is in the gap, so it will be a single, extending the inning. But, man, that was a good pitch to hit. It looked like a fastball low and inside, but it just jammed her. So a single, which isn't bad, but you would have loved to see more from Petra there. And Tanya Yoshida's a little bit tired, so she's going to have trouble getting around the bases here, and you already have a slow Petra at first. Are we getting another pitching change here?
Might be defense.
Might be some defensive changes. Are we going to see a middle
yep.
infield change? We are going to see a middle infield change.
And Angela is back on the mound.
As Kristen Sullivan takes strike 1 on the outside corner. So 2 on, 2 out here for Kristen Sullivan. But you do have a slow Tanya as that's ripped to left field as Wendy Parsons going to make another play. She picks it up, throwing to second base.
Oh,
and it's
no!
dropped. My goodness. And Kristen Sullivan slides back to first. So the smart play, she went to second base to get the slow Petra, but Timmy Unger, who had that horrible misplay in game number 1 that led the Devil Rays to a walk-off, gives the Devil Rays a free out. And so Matthew LaCruz, first pitch swinging. Is that going to get by Maya? It is. This might tie the game. Matthew LaCruz is safe. Petra is safe. Kristen is safe. And the game is tied. So Timmy Unger gives away an out, and the Devil Rays take advantage. Now can Tina Herrera, who, as I mentioned, 7 hits on the season, but 4 hits in the series, can she play hero and continue this playoff resurgence? As she fouls that one away. And keep in mind, the Reds cannot take another timeout here. It's all on Angela on the mound. No timeouts left in this half inning as Tina Herrera fouls that one off, so she's down no balls, 2 strikes. And another foul ball, so a good at bat from Tina here. Fouling some good pitches off.
Ooh.
And she strikes out looking on the good slow ball. So Angela leaves the bases loaded, but not before the Devil Rays tie the game. And in a winner-take-all game 3, heading into the 6th inning, it is tied 2-2.
And we got a good part of the Reds lineup. Parsons, then we got Ripken, then we got Woodruff. All of who can hit the ball well. Parsons only has 70 and 70, so not necessarily hit it over the wall well, but definitely hit it well.
Definitely a lot of good contact hitters coming up here. Can definitely create problems, put some traffic on the bases. As that's a swing and a miss for Wendy Parsons, though. As I've got to shut up. I've got to stop talking about them making hits because then they immediately get out. So she evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and then takes a good pitch on the inside corner. So now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. You certainly don't want to walk the first batter. As she swings and hits a little ground ball, Christina dives, but in plenty of time is able to get up and retire the slow Wendy Parsons. So a big first out there for the Devil Rays. You always want to get the leadoff batter. As that brings up Cal Ripken Jr., who after playing hero in Game 1 is 0 for 2 today. And has moved over from first base to center field as he takes ball 1 much too low. The 1-0 pitch. That is ripped. Is that going to have enough? That is back. That is over the wall. Go ahead home run, Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal is continuing to play hero in this series.
So the Reds, after giving away the lead in the bottom of the 5th, take it right back on another solo shot. And our home run total in the chat, it continues to go up. 3 home runs this game. That one's lined to left field, and it gets by Tanya Yoshida, but I think it is just going to be a single, as Maya Woodruff does a lot of things well, can throw the ball hard, and can hit the ball hard, but is not the fastest player. So a long single to the wall, but it's another base runner here, and we see a timeout. I don't think we're going to see a pitching change. We are going to see a pitching change. What do I know? My goodness. So Christina Beattie, even though she's not very tired, we see a pitching change. As Dominic Hoskin comes up to the plate, 1 for 2 today. That's a little bit too low. So when the Devil Rays come up in the bottom half of their inning, after just tying it, they're back down by 1. As that's up the right field line, it stays fair. Stepped on first is Christina, and Maya Woodruff's now caught in a little bit of a pickle, but Barry Bonds, who again does not want to play defense, drops the ball and allows Maya Woodruff to get back to first. So if you're able to get out of this inning, still only down 1, then you're going to have Christina, Serena, and then back to the top of your lineup. So if one of Christina or Serena can get on base, then you can get to, possibly Tanya, Keisha, and or Petra Chekhov. You certainly want to get to those big bats to have a chance. But you're going to ask your slower batters in Christina and Serena to get there. As that is strike 3 swinging. So Kristen Sullivan comes in relief and gets a couple of outs. But the Reds, on a solo shot from the Iron Man himself, Cal Ripken, retake the lead. And they only need 3 outs until they complete the comeback and move on.
The Devil Rays have some good hitters coming up. So this game is far, far from over.
Absolutely. The Devil Rays have definitely set themselves up well here with Matthew and Tina coming up last inning, and Matthew LaCruz getting that big hit. As Christina Beattie hits a soft ground ball right at Angela. And so 1 out, 2 to go for the Reds. The Devil Rays have their number 9 hitter, Serena DeMonte, needing to keep the inning going. They need a base runner, as that is a good strike on the inside corner. So Angela ahead now, 0-1. As that is swung on in a little doinker, and it's Luana catcher. I didn't even see her get moved to catcher. She is running Serena down, and just in time throws to Maya Woodruff at first. So 2 outs. The Devil Rays are 1 out away from being eliminated, and it's all up to Barry Bonds, who continues his small ball approach with his grounder as he fouls the first pitch away. And if it gets to 2 strikes, boy, do you have a power-up pitch if you're the Reds. And they do get to 2 strikes, as that's a swing and a miss. So are we going to see a power-up? I think he's expecting fireball. He's gone squared. And no fireball. That is much too inside. But is that setting up a fireball, if they even have one? We'll see. The 1-2 pitch. A ground ball. This could do it. Timmy Unger picks it up, throws to first, just in time. The Reds, after losing game 1, win game 2, win game 3, in 2 back-to-back thrillers. And they are moving on to face the undefeated Whooper.
Big ups to Cal Ripken Jr. for being the hero in this game. And in game number 2, he got the 1 singular RBI for the Reds. And in this game, he got the 6th inning go-ahead home run in the top half of the 6th inning that he hit that home run in the 6th inning. I said that like 3 times already. Congratulations to BDeaux. And congratulations to Dev1lDave, of course, on a great season. The season was not without its highs and its lows. And game 1 was definitely a huge, huge game with Christina Beattie's walk-off hit. But just weren't able to get past the Reds.
And I think
we're
about to have another game.
I think we might have some more baseball. I don't know about you, but I feel like we might have some more baseball.
I feel like we might have another baseball game for you. I believe we're going to have game 2 of the Junior Bombers and Padres HL semifinal matchup.
It's very likely we might have a new game for you. So hold tight, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna be doing a little bit of background stuff here. But while we're here and we're talking to you, why don't you go ahead and smash that follow button if you aren't following us already, or give us a nice little subscribe, or give us a nice little look on our website, backyardsports.online. That's the website, backyardsports.online. And you will find many a thing. In fact, there might be a link to the Discord server, perhaps. If I were to type in, why, there it is right there. And there is also our Patreon if you ever want to give us money to help our streams be bigger and better. That is our Discord and our Patreon. And of course, our website is backyardsports.online.
Oh no, I have horrible news.
You have horrible news.
I have horrible news. Apparently, game 2 between the Bombers and the Padres has been postponed to Thursday.
Now that is very unfortunate. But you know what? I'm glad we were able to get one good game in for today's very impromptu stream. You see, Ben just posted that. Look at that black guy crying, like, you know, the one where it's just like he's trying to hold it back in, but he just starts breaking down. That is a classic GIF right there. Here, I'll
Perfectly sums up my feelings on that one. I was so excited for another baseball game.
What is Ben Bath and Beyond without commentating playoff backyard sports? But we will be sure to have that on Thursday for you all. We'll be sure to have all these other fantastic matches coming up soon here on the Backyard Sports Center. Plus, we got our BBL baseball coming up here soon as well. I hear talk that match of the week, they're going to be playing their match of the week on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. We don't know whether or not it's going to be streamed tomorrow, but what we can
it'll be
tell you,
streamed.
What's up?
Oh, it'll be. I have inside information that it will be a live stream.
Ooh, it's going to be a live stream. Well, this is going to be very exciting information. We have a live stream for RBBL tomorrow. It's going to be our very own Ben Bath and Beyond versus Dev1lDave.
It is the brother brawl.
So in case you felt sorry for Dev1lDave, don't you worry. He's got another game this week here on this Twitch channel, so you might want to tune in for that. It's going to be some very exciting baseball happening there. But tune in there tomorrow for that RBBL game, and tune in Thursday, perhaps, for some more BBOL action. Until then, we will see you. Thank you for joining us here on the stream. I feel like once again, we should raid out. And only one... Hold on. No, we do have multiple people playing these games. I think we should stream OG Boot Blaster. He's got Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 as one of his as two of his streams. So let's go ahead and send it off to... Hold on. Raid. We are going to be raiding OG Boot Blaster because he is playing Backyard Baseball 97. Let's show him some love. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow.